Sunday's severe weather brought high winds that damaged homes, buildings, trees, and power lines across Siouxland. Now, after the storms passed, more than 13,000 Mid-American Energy customers were without power.
In Cherokee County alone, over 1,300 customers were in the dark. The Cherokee Fire Department says it responded to more than 10 different calls for power lines down and other storm-related hazards. The fire crews worked through the night, getting the roadways cleared and keeping the public safe. Cherokee's fire chief says when the power lines fall onto trees or onto the ground, those areas can become energized. With another round of severe weather today, Cherokee's fire chief has some advice going forward. Stay alert.
Be weather aware. Make sure you have open lines of communication so that way you can get the updates and get the information you need. And then just be aware. Seek cover when you need to seek cover. And then after the storm, stay home.
Carpenter says crews saw a lot of people driving around after the storms, not realizing the danger that they put themselves in.
Now,